G'day, it's Christian here from Affinity Dog Training. Thought I'd make another video, and again, like a lot of the time, these videos, what prompts me is conversations I'm having with clients, other trainers, and kind of a theme or a topic comes up. So today I thought I'd talk about. I was originally going to start talking about the little things in dog training and how they can really matter. But the more I've thought about it, it's kind of probably addressing both the big things and the little things, and that probably makes a bit more sense. So to chat about what I mean by the big things and the things. So in this context, and obviously it's about dog training and kind of behaviour modification with dogs. So big things. I'm talking about your major obedience commands. So kind of doing sits and drops and stays. Walking nicely on the leash, doing a decent recall, that sort of thing, and a lot of the time, people get the right idea that that's kind of what a lot of it brings everything together. And there's another video I think I've got, or another article that talks about it all starts with a sit, and if a dog's not going to do a sit for you, they're probably not going to do much else for you. So it's about kind of getting a decent, proper sit happening first. And then you can kind of move on to the other things. So you're starting off with the big things, and that's kind of, I suppose, where you kind of your focus would be. And whether, like a lot of things in life, it's you're not looking necessarily for perfection kind of straight off the bat in day one, but it's about kind of getting the basics better and better. So. And in a lot of my programs that I run, most people kind of get that idea that, okay, we've got to get the big stuff sorted out first. But then sometimes the little things kind of tend to get kind of left to the wayside, or it doesn't really matter. And what I mean by the little things is that kind of they wait until the dog's at the end of the leash before they do anything about it, and then the dog's pulling them down the street, but they're waiting for the dog to be end of the leash, and that's probably a little bit too late. So and maybe in the person's mind they're thinking, oh, it's just a little thing, it doesn't really matter. Well, yeah, that's a little thing that does matter. Or the other one, oh, well, the dog has been really good and they haven't jumped on me for a few weeks, a couple of months, or whatever it might be. But now suddenly one day the dog does jump on them, and they go, oh, it's okay, it's just this one time, I won't worry about it. And again, that's just a little thing that the dog has got away with. Might be another one, the dog kind of barking at the back fence, and the person's busy with something else, and it doesn't really matter, I'll just let him get away with it this one time. And then another one that's very prevalent that I hear a lot about is the dog is allowed to ignore them. So the dog completely ignores them in a certain situation, and the person goes, oh, well, it's all right, there's other stuff going on, don't worry about it. They're the kind of the little things that you are looking out for, and that you're doing something about, and it all kind of meshes together, and the dog getting an overall picture of what's going on. So it can be very important to get those little things sorted out in amongst the big things, like kind of for want of a better term, the obedience training, or what we call core commands. So, and something else, and I suppose what brought some of this discussion around was that thinking about why is it that some clients get really fantastic results, and then other clients seem to struggle, and it's fairly rare, but occasionally when I get those phone calls 3-4 months after a board and train program or something like that, and it's almost always the same, that the dog was really good for kind of a little while, a few weeks or a month or so, but then they started to slide back. And then one of the first questions I asked is, I'll say, how are those sits and drops going? And nearly always, we don't worry about those too much anymore. And that's kind of what tells you a lot about what's going on. They're not even kind of doing the big stuff, and so they're probably not doing the little stuff as well. And that's when the dog goes, right, okay, well, you're not going to do the big stuff with me. You obviously really don't care about the little stuff, so I'm just going to do what I want. So that's when you're trying to work with your dog and you're trying to bring about some change, or you want to see some improvement in their behaviour, or get their obedience better, it's all to do with, like, yes, kind of start off with the big stuff and get that sorted out, but then also start to kind of look at the little stuff and make sure that you're paying attention to that as well, because it comes together and the dog will become an overall better dog. Hopefully that'll all make sense. Obviously, if you'd like kind of some more information, you can contact us at Affinity Dog. Any questions, please let me know. Thanks for listening.
Check us out at affinitydog.com.au. Effective, real-world training for your dog.